It's a sunny day in Brighton, and as we often do here at SportsMission, we find ourselves at Preston Park for the launch of the Take Part Festival. Jay, tell me a bit more about it.
Today is the launch of the Take Part Festival, and there's loads of different sports that are all here to just kind of raise awareness to the Brighton community and try and get as many kids involved. It's run by the NHS and by Brighton and Hove City Council, and we're going to try and get involved in as many different things as we can, basically. Have you seen anything you've got your eye on?
I've seen a few things. We've got some martial artists and they're just itching to beat me up, I think. But it's all about taking part and what have you here. We've got Zumba going on later, which we're going to be very involved in. I'm going to be strutting my funky stuff. I don't even know what Zumba is, so I don't even know if I can strut my funky stuff.
I think that's probably best that you don't know what it is. Ignorance at this stage is definitely bliss. Okay, so I'm here with JP, who's been coordinating the event from the stage. Now, my SportsMission colleague Tim had a go at the mass Zumba earlier on. Yeah. I don't know if you spotted him from the stage. I can imagine it may have been difficult. The Zumba looked really coordinated and looked like it was a real good success, was it?
It was, absolutely. I mean, I'm slightly biased because it's my wife who runs the Zumba with me. But the thing is, it's not about coordination, it's actually going there, taking part and having fun, really. You know, whether you have the coordination or not, the coordination will come eventually.
I love days like today because it does give kids an opportunity to get involved in a sport they might not necessarily come across in school or on a day-to-day basis, which is fantastic.
We're bringing our Hockey Nation Roadshow down so we can try and get people taking part, picking up a stick, whether it's for the first time or perhaps encouraging them back into the sport.
There's some new pitches that are being developed at Blackington Mill School. Could you talk us through that situation, please?
Yeah, I mean, hopefully it'll be a fantastic opportunity. I mean, the reason we built the pitches in the first place is because we want to develop the junior side of the club.
We really want to get into the schools and get people playing hockey because there's not always the opportunity for the young people to take part. So this is great because some of these young people won't have ever picked a stick up before. So hopefully they'll be inspired and go along and join the club.
I've never picked a stick up before.
Should you have a go?
I think I should have a go.
What we teach kids a lot is to think of it as a clock face, and you would have the ball at about 2 o'clock, which would mean it'd be out in front of you, so that when you step into the ball you can generate power from your hips and your sort of the middle of your body, which is much stronger than your arms.
We're an expanding martial art in the UK. We're all the way across the UK, and we're really keen to find active people who want to try a fitness kind of regime which isn't just about fitness, it's about learning something.
I'll be honest, some of these noises that are coming from behind me here is enough to make me think I don't want to get into any confrontations.
Well, I have to admit, when I started 16 years ago, I had no idea what violence meant. Because I'd never been in a fight. I don't like fights, in all honesty. And exploring violence in a safe way like this has enabled me to know that I don't want to get into a confrontational situation. However, learning how to do stuff like this really does help with the confidence to be able to avoid situations.
Can I be your sort of test dummy?
Well, it would be a pleasure. It's always a pleasure to meet new people who want to give it a try.
I'll be honest, I'm very scared right now.
Okay, that's some way.
I don't know whether I'm in more pain or less pain than I expected there, but how do you think it went?
I was very impressed, actually, very impressed. You seem to pick things up very clearly, very quickly. One of the things, it can look kind of complicated to do when you watch it from the outside. When it's broken down just into simple steps, it's actually quite quick to learn. And you really kind of embodied getting into it and doing it. It was brilliant. Thoroughly enjoyed it.
And I took on 5 people at once.
You did indeed.
And I was the one that was standing at the end.
You went to that, up to black belts as well. So it was very impressive, very impressive.
And you even got the chance to really throw me.
Oh, thoroughly enjoyed that, yeah. You're more than welcome back anytime you like. You're lovely and light and very throwable.
You need to get involved. Too many people now chilling, laying back and watching TV, playing video games. Get out there, go and do some activities, sports to go. Olympics coming, so what else more to motivate us to get out there and do our thing?
I think it's brilliant. It's the 5th one. It's got bigger every year. There were 12,000 people here last year, and we believe there'll be more here this year. And it has the purpose of getting people into sports and activities, which is good for their health, but of course it also brings people together. And there is a zone, for instance, for children and adults with disabilities, where they can do things like boccia and ping pong and wheelchair basketball. It's very important that we include everybody.
So I've seen various different people taking part in this, and it's one of the most inclusive things that we have here today. And I think that it kind of embodies everything that we're trying to bring to everybody's attention, is it not?
That's right. Active for Life, the project itself, is about getting more people more active more often. That's our slogan. It doesn't matter how able that particular individual is, how young or how old. We're really looking to engage with everybody so everybody can actually get involved in these activities.
Have you had fun today?
I've loved it. You know, I've always loved being on stage and having an audience there and the kids wanting to perform, and it's just amazing. You know, it's a real community event, and when we're all taking part and we're all taking part and kind of getting into it. It's what else can we ask for? Come and dance with us on stage, yeah? Next freestyle.
Next freestyle?
Next freestyle.
You don't understand how much that just terrified me to my very soul. I'm not going to lie.
It's all right. At least you're comfortable in front of the camera, so it's all good.
At least that, yeah. At least that. Cheers, mate.
Well, the festivities of the Take Part Festival are drawn to a close here at Preston Park, and we've done exactly what it says on the tin. We've taken part.
We really have. With visible evidence.
Yes, visible evidence. Very visible evidence.
I've only just seen this back. I've been talking to people all day because this is one of the first things we did today. And yeah, I was thinking, what's that on my face?
We've had a little bit of hockey. You had a few shots on goal.
Did okay.
You did very well. You did very well. I was in the goalie mask. I got a first-hand look.
I quite like the fact. Obviously, you took part in the jiu-jitsu earlier on.
Yeah, I'm still sore.
And you got quite into it, didn't you? You had to take on about 5 people at once.
Yeah, I'm not being funny, but I felt like I was in a Jean-Claude Van Damme film. I really did. Especially when he told me to roar. You know?
Yeah, you did like that one. What was your favourite one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. That was what.
It's all about the bulldog.
But it's brilliant. I mean, this is exactly what days like today are about. You need things like this because so many of these kids, this is probably their first encountering with sports like hockey and other things that they just never really get to see on a daily basis. And it means that they get a chance to experience it. And then after today, they might then think, oh, well, maybe I'll go along to a club.
I mean, the weather, it's not been too bad today. It's starting to turn a little bit now, but this place is still packed with people who are just wanting to join in and experience a few new sports, and that's what this whole event is perfect for. It's not about coming along and joining in with what you already do. It's having a go at something that you've never done before.
And I think that it just goes to show that these things need to happen more often because there's so many people here today and they're going to love the opportunity to get involved, and the more it's here, the more they're going to experience it.
Yeah.
Fantastic stuff.
All things considered, one of the best days we've had for a while.